How's it going, everybody? My name is JustJarrod and welcome back to another Dreams video. Now, apologies in advance for this video. It's going to be very rambly because I did not make any notes prior to recording this. Nothing, I'm just doing it all off the top of my head, solely because I really just want to present to you how I feel about Dreams and how I think it's going to be just a fantastic game, and kind of why, in a summary of maybe why I'm covering it on this channel. I also want to welcome the new subscribers to the channel who maybe just showed up because I've started covering Dreams. Welcome. The channel just hit 4,000 subscribers because of the recent subscribers, so that is awesome. Another milestone, almost to 5,000. 5,000 I think will be a larger milestone. 4,000 just kind of the time in between, but it is a small celebration, so thank you very much for 4,000 subscribers. But let's talk about Dreams, right? Why do I think Dreams is going to be such like a staple game, right? Media Molecule, they've had some really good games in the past, right? Little Big Planet 1 and 2, Tearaway, both have been very, very good, very, very taken, you know, in a positive light by the community. I think Little Big Planet 1 and 2 combined had something like 7 million player-created levels, which is a huge amount of numbers. 7 million player-created levels. That is crazy. And now they're making a game solely based around creating. So you can create, you know, music, movies, games, art, sculptures, anything you want. Hopefully that transcends from Little Big Planet over to Dreams, where people just come together and just enjoy making stuff. That's kind of the main reason I think I'm so sold on Dreams, because how Media Molecule expresses what they want to do with the game. They want, you know, their three words are play, create, and share. That's their whole, that's what they say with every game that they've made. Play, create, and share is their slogan. That's what they go by. So I'm just super excited for the community around Dreams. That's like where I think the biggest part of Dreams is going to be, is the community around the game, because you can come together and you can just make stuff. You can just create whatever the heck you want, and with enough time and effort, you can make it really big, really cool. You can make a super in-depth game. Just imagine having a group of people, whether it's friends, people you met online, people in the Dreams community, who just come together like, hey, we've got this idea, and then you kind of bounce ideas off of each other, and then you all jump in and you just start editing and creating this game in the same space at the same time as everybody else. That's just super cool. You know, I could be working on music while my friend Paul is working on, you know, a game level, while somebody else is working on adding trees to the environment, or adding a character, creating a character. Everything can be done at the same time. So like working together on something, and actually being able to create something, almost like being a designer or a game designer or a music producer, whatever it may be, without having to go through this super in-depth hassle of like programs to do that, stuff on computers. A lot of the things that people, you know, the reason why people don't try these things, try to create, try to draw, try to do all this stuff, is because it takes a lot of time to learn the programs needed to be able to do those things. And Media Molecule has designed tools in Dreams that aren't that complicated, that aren't super in-depth, so you can just jump in and start instantly with almost no tutorials. So that's kind of what they want to do, and that's why I'm excited, because just the experience of jumping in, you know, talking to a few people in like a party chat or through Twitter or something like that, making notes on how we want to make this game or how we want to make this, you know, environment, and then just going at it, trial and error, finding new things and sharing those things that we create with the community. And that community then shares that and takes that and uses it for their game and changes it how they want to. And the fact that every single thing you create as a creator in Dreams, your name goes along with that item, whether it's an item or a game or a piece of music, whatever it is, your name goes with that piece of art, with that object. So if somebody else were to use your creation, you would still get credit for it because your name travels with it. And then there's that whole XP reputation system, where if your item is used a lot or your game is played a lot, you get a lot of XP, therefore your reputation grows, so you're found more when it comes to searches or, you know, games, or, you know, you're up on like a higher tier, which I don't think is for like popularity, but I think that whole system is to encourage players to share what they create. Because if you like spend 6 hours working on making the best bookshelf in the world, you don't want to just give it away, right? You want there to be a purpose to share it. So I think that's why they created this XP and kind of reputation system, to encourage players to share what they've created, so that those people, if they don't want to create 6 hours to make a gosh dang bookshelf, they can just take your bookshelf, do whatever they want with it, but whatever they do, it doesn't matter, because your name, the original creator, still travels along with that item. So I cannot wait for the community, the collaboration, things like that really get me going, because I've had experiences with really good communities, and that's being No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky, it was a little rough at launch, but now the community is stellar. Today was Unification Day, which was, a in-game event, that was created by No Man's Sky players based off of real No Man's Sky lore. And we had this big event today that lasted 24 hours, which I was a part of for a bit of time. But tons of people were a part of that, and that was nothing Hello Games, the developer of No Man's Sky, had intended ever. So the community is super strong with No Man's Sky, and I think, Little Big Planet 1 and 2 was such a they were so lighthearted games. The studio, Media Molecule, is very whimsical, and they're making whimsical titles all the time. And the same almost goes for Dreams, whereas the painterly aesthetic and things like that, I think it kind of sucks in those types of people. Really, curious and creative and really kind gamers who just want to have a good time, create something cool, and just share experiences with other people. That's why I can't wait for Dreams. Probably the biggest aspect of the game, being the community, is what I'm most excited for when it launches, because just getting together with other people, like I said, whether it be friends or people you meet online, and just creating whatever you want to make as a team or solo or whatever it is you want to do. That experience is kind of what I can't wait for and what intrigues me the most. And then, you even jump into the VR aspect of Dreams. I don't know exactly how VR is going to work in Dreams. They did mention that if you have VR and you have Dreams, you have the Move controllers, you can jump into Dreams and you could be in the world that you are creating while you're creating it. So if you need to set some objects down, you're literally setting objects down in your dream while you're standing in your dream, which is insane. Like, that is fantastic. But what if other people could be playing VR in your dream, creating it with you? So everybody's in VR. One person's working on music, one person's placing objects down, one person's using characters. That's just such an awesome experience. Whether or not that specific thing, multiple people being in VR at the same time working on the same project, is possible, I do not know. I know it is possible to have multiple people working on it, just regularly. But when it comes to VR, nobody really knows the details about that. But if that were to be possible, that would be insane. Like, nothing tops that when it comes to an experience. Nothing tops that. Because you're able to, almost be in this world that you have dreamt of, you have created, standing around in it. Being able to marvel at everything you have made, your friends have made, and see it come together, because you're physically able to change the world that you're standing in because it is your own. And being able to see other people and collaborate with other people and talk to them about how you want to change what's around you, that's just it's almost a mind-blowing idea, right? I think Dreams is 100% more ambitious than No Man's Sky ever was. And that's just, it's because it's so mind-blowing. There's so many things that you never would really think would be possible in a game that Dreams is, basically bringing to light the possibilities. When we even talked about the tools and the way tools work in Dreams, and how easy it is with Move controllers, how easy it is to do all these things and utilize these tools. And if you don't want to go super in depth, you don't have to, and you can still make awesome stuff very simply. But if you have the skill set and the time to really go in depth to make like super cool music scores or really in-depth game mechanics, you can do that. The tools are very widespread. So if you want to just sit in the top, the real beginning of the tools, and you don't want to go super in depth, you do not have to, but it doesn't mean you're limited, I think is what they're trying to do. You're not limited if you don't study up and you go super far into what makes this and how to make game mechanics and all that stuff in Dreams. I think they don't want anybody to be limited. They want to give you the tools, and you can utilize them as much as you like, as detailed as you like. So if you want to make a full-fledged game with mechanics, characters, you know, a living, breathing world, NPCs, you can go ahead and do that. But if you just want to make a few platforming levels, things like that, you can do that. It does not matter. And I think that's what's going to surprise a lot of people. You know, from me watching the live streams and checking in all the stuff, I've been trying to catch up on all the old live streams since I'm coming to Dreams a bit late. Whereas a lot of people have been following the game for 3 to 4 years now. I've been trying to catch up on all the past broadcasts, the past live streams that Media Molecule has done, and I do wholeheartedly believe that it is that simple to create in Dreams. Just watching the devs create and make stuff and talk about it as they're doing it, it looks so simple, and I think that's really what's going to surprise a lot of people once Dreams launches next year. But anyways, I think I'm going to end the video there. I just wanted to kind of get some thoughts out to you guys as to why I think I want to make content in this game. Not because I am super excited, not only because I'm super excited about, because I'm excited about the community that it could create and how all of us can just collaborate and do cool things. And, you know, have maybe like once the game comes out, you can have challenges where you challenge people to do this or create this, have contests and stuff like that. And then you can also 3D print, you know, the option to 3D print what you make in game is a thing. They'll have, you know, something in the game where you can 3D print, if you have a 3D printer, whatever you make, that's just awesome. And then those could be like prizes and a giveaway or something like that. That's just a super cool thing. There's so much about this game that's unreal and super cool, and there's almost no other way to describe it. It's just, that's what it is. It is unreal because of so much. There's so much. To give you an example of how much, I introduced this game to a friend of mine when we were on PlayStation. He was asking how my channel was going. I was like, good. I started covering Dreams. He was like, what is that? And I was like, oh my god, you don't know what Dreams is? Here's the trailer. Watch it. He was super intrigued, and then 3.5 hours later, we stopped talking about Dreams. So we talked for 3.5 hours. It was like 6 a.m. when I stopped talking about Dreams, and I sold him on the game. He went to go look up more stuff about it. So that's just how much I can talk about the game, and it goes to show how much I know about the game now that I've been non-stop watching live streams and reading articles and hearing the devs speak about the game and watch. I even went back and watched the old Media Molecule studio tour that happened like a 1.5 years ago. I'm like watching everything. I'm just addicted. I'm addicted, just like I was addicted to No Man's Sky. You know, while that was on its, you know, rise, I guess you could say. But anyways, like I said, I'm going to end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, thank you to all the new subscribers. I can't wait to talk about Dreams more often. I'm trying to do a video every single day, so we're going to see how that goes until I run out of ideas. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I hope you guys are liking the new time-lapse videos. I'm kind of messing with editing a bit more, seeing what I could do to make things more fun, more upbeat without me talking in this monotone voice for 14-15 minutes straight. But we'll get there. We'll get there. So anyways, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up for me. Subscribe for more Dreams, gameplay, coverage, and news. My name has been JustJarrod. Until next time, I hope you have a fantastic, dope day. Peace out.